Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So normally what you do to start out, you want to make sure the machine is empty.
Okay.
So this device hooks up air to the side is what empties the machine. You can leave this on there at all times. It
Okay.
doesn't matter. As long as you're not having air to it, it's not going to make a difference when it's operating. You never use air to do the flush.
Okay.
You only use the air to empty the old fluid.
Okay, you're talking about the hose, the pressure hose, right? To put pressure in.
Yeah, the car's pump in the car, the transmission pump, is what does the service.
Okay.
You got it from World Pack. so
Okay, that's
I don't
fine. It's universal
Okay.
on this one.
know. No, but is it coming today or?
Oh yeah, it should be here in a minute.
Okay, that's fine. So what you're basically going to do is you're going to make sure the machine is empty. One way to check is to make sure that that's all the way down.
Okay.
It's a little metal piston that moves up and down. It moves all the way up to the top whenever
It's
the
full.
machine is finished doing the service.
Okay.
It's all the way down because that big rubber bladder that's inside there is all the way down, so you're putting the new fluid on top of it.
Okay.
When the service is done, it pushes the new fluid out and the old fluid comes into the bottom,
Okay.
and that's what pushes that little piston up to the top.
So when the piston is up at the top, that means it's done.
Old fluid. It's got old fluid and it's done with doing the service.
Okay, old fluid.
And
Okay.
you're going to see a little difference in the pressures between the used and the new gauge.
Okay.
So you're going to see a little bit of difference. Sometimes it's 5-10 pounds difference,
Okay.
but that's one indication that it's done. And then the piston all the way at the top, and anywhere from 8 to 15 minutes of time.
Okay. So this pressure release purge all this.
What's going to happen now, after you hook up pressure to this, you want to release any pressure that's in there before you try to fill it.
Okay.
So that's the whole purpose of pressure release, is you're going to make sure there's no pressure, so when you open this valve,
It doesn't.
you
shoot
don't
up.
shoot up,
Okay.
because it will do it.
Okay.
So at that point, we're going to put it into bypass recharge. So we're going to recharge the machine.
Okay.
So you put the lever there.
Could you go over releasing the make sure the fluid is empty?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're gonna do that right now?
No, we just did.
After we finish the call, we go like this.
No. It's, if I am starting right now, and
Okay, so-
I have a technician that wants to check if this is empty or not, and he's gonna hook up the pressure.
He can hook the pressure up,
Okay. And where does this go?
and this would be just staying right there in bypass recharge.
Okay.
Then he would put one of the fittings.
Let's do it. Can we do it now?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's
Let's just do it
grab,
all.
grab a fitting. You're gonna
Can you
take.
grab the air hose.
Well, we want air hose and we want the oil tank, wherever the used fluid's going. If you want, the last time we did this, we just walked right over to the drum.
Okay, let's do that.
Okay. So that way it's easy for them. The fluid,
Alex, you wanna go that way? Yeah, that way we have one video once and for all,
Correct.
and we have all the questions. We can ask them right away.
That's no problem. Any questions we can handle right now.
Thank you.
So you basically, before you hook this to here to drain the old fluid out, you want to make sure that there's zero pressure on either gauge. The reason why is because when you snap that in there and there's pressure in here, it's going to be shooting fluid out immediately. You don't want to have a
So
geyser.
if there was pressure here, what do?
You turn this to pressure release.
Okay.
If there is pressure, you do that and it releases the pressure
Okay.
internally in the machine.
Okay, very good.
So at that point, you want to. You don't want to do that.
Right.
Normally, you use the big one.
Yeah. Because now we need a magnet.
It's a lot. No, but this is aluminum. Is it steel or aluminum?
No, it's steel.
Steel.
Yeah. If you got a magnet, we can fish it out. But anyway, you want to make sure it snaps to go in there, and then just leave the hose hanging, and then you're going to hook up air there.
Where?
Right.
Yep. Go ahead. Well, first of all, you want to make sure this is closed.
Everything locked.
This is closed.
It's closed.
This one is not closed. You want to make sure all of those are closed.
Except for this one.
No, it's closed now.
Okay, so closed,
All of them are closed.
closed,
And closed.
closed. Okay.
And then if there was old fluid, it would be coming out right now.
Okay.
But right now there's nothing coming out,
Okay.
so that
It's
means that
empty.
it's empty. But also look at the gauges.
Yeah.
This gauge has pressure.
Right.
That one has no pressure.
Why is that?
Because that's telling you that the used is empty.
All the way down,
It's all the way down.
and the new is all the way up.
Well, what it
There's
is right now,
empty
you've got air
pressure,
in there.
yeah.
All we do is have air in there.
Correct.
So at this point, you're going to pop your air loose. we're going to use this pressure release.
Okay.
Now it's releasing the pressure out the hose.
Okay. So now the air is gone.
Once it
Whenever
gets to
this
zero,
is at zero.
then at that point, you know, there may have been a little bit of fluid that came
Right.
out, but I mean it's just what may have been in the hose.
Good.
He can't do. He only got 8 quarts, so he can't do it.
He has some. He'll grab some. We'll buy it from him. That's fine.
He only has the.
Yeah, but all I have
boxes.
is the keg, the whole
Boxes.
16 quarts.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
We'll just get it and use it.
So
This goes back in the drawer.
yeah, put that back in the drawer, and this has a drain. If you get fluid in here, it has a drain hose that
Right.
goes to
Oh,
inside
okay.
there, so it's
Good.
not going to hurt anything if there's a little fluid in there.
Cool. So now we keep this one locked, that one locked, closed, right? Everything's
Right
still
now, we're going to put the machine right here.
closed. Okay.
Recharge means we're recharging it with fluid.
Okay.
So right now we can safely, slowly open this. You heard a little shh.
Yeah.
There was still a little bit of pressure, but 99% of the time, if that gauge is zero and you've drained all the fluid, you're not going to get any backwash.
Okay.
Not unless there was fluid in there.
Right.
So at this point, we're ready to open it. You're going to open this one. This is where your fluid goes. This one over here, you're going to open it. And what's going to happen down there, when the bladder is full, you're going to start having fluid come out. That's to let you know that, hey, it's full.
An overflow.
No, well, it's kind of like the top of the ledge.
Right.
You get a little bit of extra coming
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
That's letting you know, hey, the bladder has enough in it.
Okay.
And at that point, you would close everything. You'd let this drain all the way, or like we did the other day, we actually put more, and that's where this is new fluid down there.
Okay.
So we could actually use that fluid. 99% of the time, it's brand new fluid.
Okay.
So if you're using a universal full synthetic, it's just safe to take that
Put it back
and
in.
put back into there.
Okay. Sounds good.
It's not like it's dirty, nasty stuff coming out.
Okay. So this was the pre-flush. This was just checking, making sure it's
Right.
it's empty.
This is if you don't know if there's anything in
Yeah.
it, if it's empty or what. You want to make sure all the old stuff is out before you put the new in.
Perfect. So we're done with this video.
Yes, we're done with this.